What up guys, my name is Eric, this is Racing Ram Fam, and today Maggie is back. If you guys don't know, this is our 2005 Dodge Magnum V6 stroker project. We have built an engine for this thing that is pretty cool and unique. So yeah, there it is, big and green and beautiful. So this is a 4.0-liter stroker V6. That is the stock 3.5 liter block, because when we bought this car, it had a terrible rod knock. And the bottom of the filter, oh yeah, look at that. Look at all that metal, holy crap. So, we built this awesome V6 stroker. This is a 4.0 in displacement, so it's 4 liters in displacements. We have port and polish the heads, port and polish the lower intake, port and polish the upper intake. We have custom ground cams. We have shorty headers on this thing, if you guys can see it in there. And this thing is just a beast. We built this over a year ago, this engine for this car, and it's been sitting in the shop. You guys have probably seen it just chilling in the back of all the videos, just chilling right here in the shop. Well, it's time to get her out of the shop. So the dilemma we were having is actually all the body work on this thing has been I'm not a body guy, so getting into body work isn't that fun for me. It's kind of one of those things I don't very enjoy. I don't like sanding, I like welding and fabricating, but I don't like sanding and painting. So we're getting back onto body work. So we got this corner pretty close. You guys, it was a huge dent right here. We pulled it out. We got it pretty close. There was dents all right here. The roof is very soft, as you can see. We got most of the dents pulled out, but we right now are in the process of actually welding in some support bars, as you can see right here, to the roof, so it is nice and solid when we put that skim coat of Bondo on it, so it does not crack and chip our paint, because we are going to be sanding this entire car down and repainting it. Probably, I don't know what color. Comment down below what color we should paint Maggie. She is red right now. The motor is green, but I don't want to paint the car green, so green is out of the options. So guys, comment down what you would like to see Maggie as in color. Other few things we have too, we have some 20-inch SRT wheels for it. And yeah, the interior's kind of all ripping apart. We got the cluster out of it, we got the sunroof out of it, and she's just apart. So pretty much with this car, we have been banging dents out. We have been starting to do little skin coats of Bondo and welded out the rear wiper and everything in between. So that's enough talking. Let's get to welding in these support bars so this roof isn't so soft. Well, that was kind of dumb. Oh, it came off. Good. Well, it came off, so it wasn't that dumb. But we didn't have a welding blanket down, and of course sparks are coming down because we're welding. So I'm gonna go pick up a welding blanket so we don't ruin these seats. Doesn't seem like I messed up any parts of it, but I don't want to mess up any parts of these seats because these seats are actually pretty nice. So I'm gonna go pick up a welding blanket and then we'll get back to welding the supports in. Today is a new day and we're back from Harbor Freight, and you can see we got welding blankets all over the car so we don't ruin the seats, we don't ruin the nice carpet, and we don't ruin anything else. So let's get right back into welding those supports into the top of the roof. Oh, I'm on fire. By the way guys, the Racing Ram Fam shirts, not flame retarded. Just lit myself on fire. But if you want to pick up one of these awesome Racing Ram Fam t-shirts, email me at keepitboosted@racingramfam.com. Let's see how stiff she is now, because I'm debating if we even need this cross piece, because this thing's pretty... She already sounds pretty solid. Well, you can see where we've been blasting through the paint with all our welds. Some of our welds were a little too hot, but that's okay. We want this baby to be nice and solid, so. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, we're still gonna have to do that centerpiece. but I think right there. So we're gonna get the bar cutting, and we're gonna just sit here and keep welding until we get this thing nice and solid so we can lay a nice skim coat of Bondo on her. So we've been out here just welding and cutting and fabricating. I actually had to dig into my scrap metal bin, but this roof is solid as a freaking rock. So she is ready to go. You can see underneath all my X bracing. You can see my scrap piece right there, how thick that is compared to the rest of it. So we got X bracing going all the way back. We are gonna do spray foam in here, and we'll do spray foam also in here and in the corners over there underneath, just to be sure she don't move. But we're gonna go through and weld this and just go through and get some crazy more tack welds in, and then we'll do the spray foaming, and then we will paint it all so it doesn't rust. And then we'll actually be starting to work on the outside of the body. We got a few things. We pulled this dent out, so that needs to be body worked. Body worked, body worked, body worked. The rest of it is pretty good. We have to finish welding in because we did a rear wiper delete. So we got finished welding in that rear wiper delete. Body work that, get the emblem off there. Body work that area, and just a lot of body working. So we've gone through and welded these in. As you can see, all the tack welds everywhere, and this roof is solid as a rock. Like, there is no deflection on this thing at all. So she is pretty much ready to go. I still want to do the spray foam along here because right here's a little soft, and this actual arch line is like right here, so that spray foam will solid that up real nice. So gotta do that. And then, so now we're gonna work on the rear wiper delete, actually grinding this down and then finish welding it because we haven't finished welding it totally in. We picked up the garage a little bit. We got a battery charger on Maggie because this battery is extremely dead. We pulled the fuel pump fuse because we're gonna crank this baby over for a little bit, get some oil pressure in her before she starts, due to the fact that this thing hasn't started in probably, I don't know, 10 months or so. It's just been sitting here and has not been ran. So we're gonna crank it over, get some oil pressure. We've already checked the oil. Oil's good. Coolant's a little low, but that's okay. Up, put on the hoist so we get these bumpers off. So now that we got Maggie on the hoist, we're actually going to get the headlights off of her, the front bumper off of it, the other tail light off of it, and the rear bumper off of it. And get these guys body work too. The front bumper, headlights off the car. We also got the tail lights and the rear bumper off the car. So that means we can get Maggie off the hoist because that's all we needed to do. I do need to weld the exhaust back on, but it's okay for now. Let's work on this body work. The headlights will need a little polishing. They are aftermarket housings, but they definitely need to be cleaned up. They're crusty and gross. Rear bumper is pretty beat up. There's dents and scratches, and it's beat up pretty bad to the point where I think I'm just going to get a new rear bumper and paint it. The front bumper is in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of scuffage right here, but I think this sanding will come out not too bad at all, so I'm not worried about that one. The rear bumper, we'll check on prices for a rear bumper. Otherwise, if it's too expensive, we'll definitely give it a whirl at trying to fix this. But we're gonna get her off the hoist, and we're gonna spray foam those A-pillars quick. Alright guys, so we spray foamed the whole back. We spray foamed this middle part right here, and we spray foamed over there. We also spray foamed back here. And I think we're good because all that's gonna grow to about double its size, so I'm probably gonna have to cut some of it off. But our welding blankets are covering everything. You can see as it's dropping on there. So this roof is gonna be an absolute tank. It is definitely not gonna move whatsoever when we put Bondo on it. It will not crack because we got supporting rods and we got the added strength of spray foam underneath there just for that little bit extra security in my mind so it doesn't crack. But yeah guys, in the next video we'll be actually sanding the entire car down, bondoing everything, and getting it ready for primer and then paint. Again, comment down below what color you think we should paint Maggie, the V6 stroker. But as always guys, keep it boosted and we'll see you in the next one. Peace!